People who change their lives never announce it. Marcus Aurelius ruled 50 million Romans, yet kept a private journal written for an audience of exactly one person, himself. Making a plan aloud pays you before the work exists. The mind collects approval in advance, and that borrowed applause quietly drains the hunger that was meant to fuel action. Psychologists found that announcing an identity goal makes people work less, because telling feels like doing. The listener's nod becomes a substitute for the finished thing itself. Epictetus divided all of existence into two categories: what you control and what you never will. Your effort belongs to you, while every reaction to it belongs to strangers. Praise relaxes you, doubt makes you defensive, and indifference deflates you. Notice that every possible response to an announcement leaves you weaker than the silence you traded away. A new intention is a flame cupped against the wind. It does not require witnesses, it needs shelter, and the loudest rooms are where fragile resolutions go to die. Fresh resolve sets like wet clay, and every opinion you invite presses a fingerprint into it. Speak too soon and strangers shape the foundation you must stand on for years. An announced goal recruits an audience, and spectators demand consistency from you. When the route shifts, as every honest journey does, you hesitate. Seneca warned his friend Lucilius that whoever depends on the crowd is disturbed by every whisper. A reputation managed daily is a master served hourly, and it pays nothing. Progress displayed before it exists. Beneath that noise, an ancient pattern holds. The ones who build stay quiet, and the loud rarely finish. Marcus wrote a command to himself at dawn: waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Become one, quietly, before the argument even finds an audience. Silence is not secrecy, and it is not fear wearing a costume. It is discipline, the deliberate choice to let your actions mature before they are allowed to speak. Nothing in nature is anxious to be seen early. The seed disappears into darkness and builds its roots long before anything green ever shows above the soil. Only humans confuse visibility with value. Your patience, your honesty, your courage, none of these require a witness to be real, and none of them grow faster under spotlights. Epictetus was born a slave and owned almost nothing. He told students, do not explain your philosophy, embody it, and emperors still read him 19 centuries after his death. Stop talking about a goal and you learn instantly whether you believe in it. A dream that exists only in conversation dies the moment the talking stops. When you stop performing, you begin perceiving. The quiet man in the room is rarely the weakest one there. He is usually the person gathering what everyone else gives away. Character is built from promises kept when nobody is watching. Every private vow you honor is a verdict about who you are. And unlike applause, a verdict cannot be faked. A witnessed collapse becomes identity. A hidden one remain adjusts and continues, reputation to defend and no audience to satisfy. Choose one small daily promise that still matters, then tell no one for 30 days. A quiet gravity begins forming at the center of your life, and decisions become simple. Being underestimated is not an insult. It is operating room. The general his enemies ignore positions his forces freely, and the man nobody watches is free to become anyone. Epictetus taught that no insult ever reaches you without your judgment carrying it the final distance. Their doubt is a fact about them. It becomes yours only upon acceptance. Every explanation you refuse is energy retained. Every argument you decline is an hour returned. Let people stay wrong about you and buy another day of uninterrupted building. Between the decision and the result stretches an invisible season, gym mornings that change nothing yet, pages that are not a book. Whoever needs applause quits here, the silent Marcus rose before sunrise and wrote down why the day mattered. Seneca audited each evening what he had done badly. Neither practice cost money, and no part of it required a witness. Everything the world calls sudden was slow first. Behind each overnight success sit hundreds of unrecorded mornings when getting out of bed was the only victory available and taken. When results finally arrive, the old hunger returns, the urge to show the record at last. Marcus called fame an echo, clapping that fades and is remembered by nobody. Success summons flatterers, imitators, and quiet resenters, and loudness summons them faster. Keep the same small circle, and the old habits never dismantle the workshop to build a stage. Here is what silence was actually for. There was never an audience to hide from, because the whole construction happened where nobody could watch, deep inside you. The scaffolding falls away and the figure stands complete. Nobody heard this statue being carved, and that is exactly why it stands. Results speak in an unarguable voice.